Okay, Thursday morning in the kingdom, and it's a nice day out here, but it's chilly. Yes, it's all lies. This morning they said it was +8, but feels like +7. And this is chilly. You can feel it. Yes, it's chilly because of the dampness. I don't know. Okay, on the yo-yo scale, it's +46, but feels like +45. Yes, we have those trucks over here, the 46 and 45. The 45 has the white roof because Grandpa got hit by the train, and then the one beside it over there is the 46. Yes, and also too, we'd like to thank Chris from Pennsylvania. Okay, the easiest way to remember Pennsylvania is Transylvania. Remember the Rocky Horror Show, whatever that was? Yes, Transylvania. That's how you remember it. But Pennsylvania, he was the YouTube subscriber or Kingdom follower that suggested we use the red crane cat to hold the tail of the plane. That works out a lot better than putting pipes or sticks down to the ground, which will get drunk and hit it when I'm doing snow removal. Now, if we hit the cat, we have a problem. Yes, so once again, we thank Chris from Pennsylvania. And also, too, oh, that was lame ass, like my honeymoon. Also, too, we're at 8,100 subscribers on YouTube, and we're going steady with the views, the comments. That's what we like. Like those people that get 100,000 subscribers and they're only getting minimal views and minimal comments. We like the small group that we have. That's what I mean. It's neat. A nice, tight little community. We're sharing ideas. Yes. And that's what we want. We are the learning channel, not the drama channel. Like we've done lots this week. And today we're hoping for a good day in the wilderness because the staff needs some logs for her firewood stove, for her fire box or wood box that she's building or whatever. Oh, these lips are having troubles. All right, we'll check everything here. Yes, I got my list done. Once you get to be my age, you got to make a list so you can forget everything, even when you read it. All right, the flags are in their natural state of being limp. The sun is coming up over there, and it's a nice day. Just look at that. The yard is looking good. Oh, that peanut butter was good. I got the burps. Oh, wow. All right, a little bit more here. So we got the cats there, the tiny D6s. We have the cursive reversed by the shop door. We're going to do some air arcing. We're hoping we can film that, okay? I'll probably have to put the tripod up and run the Me phone on the tripod because having the staff there trying to record will be a little hard because there's sparks and noise and everything is everywhere. So that's what we're going to attempt this morning. This afternoon, we're going to the wilderness to get some logs for the staff's wood stove. Yes, some logs. Yeah, more like toothpicks. Okay, we'll go toothpick harvesting. Yes, that'll be the new term for the kingdom, toothpick harvesting. All right, there we did the complete scroll. And yesterday, Dick buzzed us twice, so he has to read the sign. What a loser. I'm going to have to marry Karen from the neighborhood, and then she can handle Dick. I gave up phoning Transport Canada, the mining company, everybody responsible for Dick. You know, what's the point? 3 years later, nothing happens. So when he crashes in my yard, the lawyers will take care of him and his parents for raising such a stupid child. Yes, unreal. How can you not just fly somewhere else, you know? Just move over a bit. Don't crash in my yard. Golly, I've been in 3 plane crashes in my life, and I've lost several friends in helicopter crashes because there is no, I would say, class reunion of graduating pilots because they're all dead. Yes, the statistics aren't in their favor. Oh, and plus in Canada, there's only 2 helicopter crashes that made the news this week or whatever, or the last week. So that tells you how we know that Dick will be crashing. Hopefully he doesn't crash on my house. Yes. All right, I better go before he photobombs me.
Thursday morning in WHO-ville. As you can see, the sun's peeking out. It's kind of foggy and smoky this morning off into the distance there. Not sure what we'll be doing this afternoon, but I have to go shopping this morning, and then I'm going to cut up some wood in my basement and stuff. I am really dragging my butt today because my leg is really sore. Now it's time to head inside and make breakfast and let the dogs out. Just got back from shopping, and for 4 water jugs in 1 bag, it was $90, but I was able to get a bag of potatoes as well. That bag right there costs about 20 bucks, and it'll last us a month or two. We also got milk, which is almost $10 as well, and some orange juice and other things. Now it's time to brag my water inside and take everything else to the kingdom. Just got back from the kingdom, already got the wood trailer hooked up. That way when I go back after lunch, I can take it with me because we're going to go out into the bush and get some logs so I can throw them into my basement here. This morning I'll be fixing my wood box and a few other things around the house before I head back to the kingdom after lunch.
Okay, just about 11 o'clock in the kingdom, we're getting ready to air arc. We're going to use the welder and the quad trailer to give it a good load because this thing's been used as a generator a little too much. Not much welding on it, so let's give it a good load. We'll talk about the details of the settings once we get air arcing, okay? So we also have the tripod set up on a barrel. We like the barrel because they're concaved in, and then we can move them around and get the perfect level elevation, or for the screen to look level in theory, okay? All right, so over here, this is the air arc, all right? So it's a special hose connector thingy me bob, so you're actually pushing air in with the electrical, okay? So a current comes out of here, all right, and the air comes out those holes. I don't know if we can see them, but it's blowing, okay? So this is a carbon arc, or whatever we want to call it, and then we're going to air arc this steel away, these welds here. I did some beautiful welds back in the day when I was sober. No, I was drinking professionally. All right, so that's an uphand weld. So we're going to air arc these ears off that held the hydraulic cylinder from the mine, which we no longer have because they went to Winnipeg and were lost, just like the other set on the Communist Cat. All right, let's get welding here. All right, our dog food arrived, plus the parts from last August, I think it is. So once again, Bob's Autos come through. We finally got a tow to the end of the world, but you have to only tow when there's money involved. All right, let's get this unloaded.
Just before lunch, and my dad messaged to say our dog food and parts were here. Look at that, special delivery. Now our dogs won't get hungry. That's a lot of dog food right there, so now it's time to haul it all inside. Good thing we have everything on pallets. It was easy to take off the back of the truck there. Now after lunch we can bring this all into the house and sort through it and see all the goodies we got. Couldn't wait until after lunch. Had to open up the box and see what was inside. Look at all these batteries. Wow, we really needed this stuff. Thankfully it came. Hopefully these guys last a lot longer than the last batteries we had, because those ones weren't very good and they wouldn't hold a charge, and then when it got cold they wouldn't work. It was bad. So hopefully these ones are a lot better and last a lot longer so we can have some more fun. Doesn't that look a lot better? There's now a little lip here so you don't trip and fall or stub your toe on the little excess part there. Plus me and my not being able to cut straight lines, this made it look even better. Once I'm done at the kingdom, I can come back with all the wood from there and throw it in the hole and start cutting everything in the basement. After lunch and I'm getting ready to head to the kingdom, I have my dad's laundry that I did this morning and a few tools that I took yesterday to work on my wood room in the basement there. Now that I'm done with them, I can return them because we will need them when we go to the bush this afternoon. When I got to the kingdom, my dad was just bringing the last of the dog food here. I put all the marks on it. Yes, hi Echo. That's who you heard come running in. Yes, hi Echo. She smells my dogs that are at my place in WHO-ville. Yes, I know you smell them. Anyways, I wrote down the date on them. That way we know when we got them and see how long they'll last us. Now it's time to head outside and go see what's going on today. Didn't take long and I was able to carry all the batteries into the hose shack. I am pretty strong. My dad even hung up his bike posters here and the car one. I had to blank out the little nudie off to the side here, but that's okay. But he added them up to the wall. That's pretty cool. While my dad does his air arcing and stuff on the cat, I'm up behind the house gonna fluff up this little pile here with the mini hoe. That way I can get in here and pick sticks and stuff a lot easier than having to run into all these rocks. It is harder to pick through it, like these little stuff here. It'd be nice to get rid of all these rocks, so I'm just gonna fluff it up a bit and maybe pull some over from that side because I am working on this shed first. Didn't take long and I was able to fluff up the pile of wood here, no problem. Having the thumb on the mini works perfect. Now I can go through all these little pieces here at some point, and then once I'm done that, I'll fluff it again to get all the rocks out, and once all the wood's out of it, we can get rid of all the dirt and use it as landscape.
Okay, worked out to be about a half an hour aside, but we got to unload Bob's Towing from Thompson. He brought us our supplies. Yes, we finally got batteries and dog food. All right. But that tells you how bad the world is when the insurance companies aren't paying for tows. So you don't come up here at the end of the world unless you know you're getting paid for that tow. Okay, this welder in here is far better at air arcing than the welder over here. It seems to have more oomph. I don't know why. They're supposed to be the same machines. I don't know if it's the Honda motor on this or, you know, because the other one has the Kohler. But we have no ideas. But I also, too, I'm burning some pretty big rod, okay? In theory, I don't think you are supposed to be burning a 1/4 inch air arc rod, okay? So what I was doing was getting rid of the bulk of the weld with this rod and then finishing out with this little rod here because I could chase it out, because you want to find the hairline crack and chase it. So it worked out pretty good. So this is done. We'll do the grinding and buffing up at a later date or whatever while it's still outside the shop. We got to get to the wilderness and get some toothpick trees hauled.
Didn't take long. We took the box out of the log trailer here. That way when we go into the bush, we can just lay the logs directly onto there. So when I take them back to my place, I just haul them in and throw them down the basement, and I can just cut them up later. When we pulled the box off, it was a little too tight up on the top here. It was a pain to get it out. So we are going to try and use the mini here to spread open the top a bit more. That way when we put that box back in, because I'm sure we'll use it again, it'll go in easily. I think he's trying to get his thumb in between there, yeah, so he can open it. That looks about right. Yeah, it's wider on the top now, as you can see, than it is on the bottom. Coffee time, and we're heading out to go get a couple loads of wood in the bush down the south trail and a couple other places. Hopefully this goes well. I'll be loading and taking back to my house while my dad's cutting in the bush. We are bringing the welder/generator with us. That way we can cut stuff, because we don't have a chainsaw up here. Out by Mattress Corner down the south trail, and we have the welder hooked up here. That way we can use the skill saw and the sawzall to chop a bunch of trees down, since we don't have a chainsaw, because chainsaws don't work up here anyways, and with the gas being so expensive, you can't use it. As you can see right there, that's what we're using. That's our chainsaw. We already got a couple pieces put in the trailer here, and then this is what's left over. We'll probably do like 2 or 3 trips today, not sure. This is just from what we're getting coming into here. Now let's get going. Not bad, over half a load, just going in and turning around at Mattress Corner. Now we're out by the wood pile, just off from it actually, and we're going to pick up all these trees that are down in the bush here. We just have to cut them. I can't record and have the welder on, so that's why I'm doing my videos in between. After coffee and we got a load done, now it's time for me to head on back into WHO-ville and go drop this down into my wood hole there. I can cut it tonight/tomorrow morning or whenever, that's not important, as long as we get it in the house. While I'm doing this, my dad's still in the bush and behind the wood pile, cutting down the rest of the trees that are already cut down and dead. We're just trimming them up, as you can see. I got one load down into my basement here, as you can see. It's going to take me a long time to organize and figure it out, but that's okay as long as it's in the house. I'm just going to pull it away from the hole here and make a pile on the floor. That way I can go get another load and figure this out later. Got the first load moved away from the wood hole. Now I can head to the kingdom and go see if my dad's done getting the other load ready. I'm just going to do the 2 loads today, hopefully, because this is going to be a lot for me to cut within the next couple days. Just made it back to the kingdom, and it looks like my dad has a pile right there ready for me, and he's all the way down over by the wood pile as well. So once I'm done with the pile over here, I will go over there and see what he's up to. Didn't take long and we got the second load all ready to go. I'm going to leave it here tonight, that way I can cut all the stuff at the house and I'm not overwhelmed with 2 big loads of firewood over there, since I do have other stuff to do as well. Didn't take my dad long to cut all this stuff. By the time I showed up, he was already done and we were just loaded up and ready to go.
Okay, I'm in the bush here. This is going to be a next summer's cleanup. This was a cabin area and it's kind of a mess, but we took all the deadfall out, so now we can walk in here and pick up all the garbage. There's a fair amount of garbage in here, so grabbing the deadfall and making it easier for us to access this area. So you can see the garbage everywhere here. All right, let's call it a day and go drink some beer.
Back in the kingdom, and I'm going to unhook this trailer right in front of the shop here. That way once I'm done cutting all the wood at the house, I can come grab this. I don't want to be overwhelmed with all that wood, and I only have so much room in my basement right now, so I'd rather get the first load done than this. My dad's going to go take this over into the quad shed and hang it up so I can take that trailer home, and then that quad will go back in the shop. This is where we are keeping the welder now, because it's easier to lift it up off of here and pull the trailer out than it is to use the loader every single time. This used to be our old tire shed, which is connected to the new shop there, as you can see, but now we just use it as storage for the quad stuff. So you'll lift it up here, and then we'll drive the quad out with the trailer, and then it'll be up in the air, and when we need it again, we just back the quad trailer underneath, or any trailer we have, and we can put it on. Now I got my trailer hooked up after we took the welder out, made sure to grab a bag of dog food as well because my kids are hungry at home. Now it's time to head on back into WHO-ville and do some weather. Supper time, and I just got back from the kingdom. The weather is 16 degrees Celsius, which is 60 degrees Fahrenheit. It's really chilly today, and it looks like it might actually rain. The sandflies were bad there in the bush when we were out, but they're not so bad now, so that must mean rain is coming. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs out, and make supper, and then this evening I'm going to do some wood, and I'll be doing it for the next couple days, but that's the end of my day.
Okay, 5:30 in the kingdom, and the staff left a load of wood here. Well, it's not much of crawled wood, but it's a thought that counts for cleaning up the wilderness and stuff like that. It'll burn when you mix it in. It's not the best wood ever, but we are toothpick loggers. All right. Okay, there's cursory reverse. He got the bracketry all... Oh, these lips, I need some vodka. Okay, you got the brackets air arced off. I'm not sure how good the videos turned out or anything, but we will be doing more because this is the learning channel on how to air arc. Okay, over here, look at the skies. Hopefully we're going to get some rain. And look at this here. Oh, look at the flags. They're in their natural state of being limp. All right, let's go walk the dogs, drink some beer, and make a video. Talk to you later.